Hello, everybody. Today is Ash Wednesday, and I thought this Ash Wednesday we would talk about ash, specifically wood ash, which is the ash that most of us deal with up here in the Cairngorms. Quite a few of us have log burning stoves. Ashes have been for many centuries a symbol used on Ash Wednesday. They symbolise the dirt, the soil from which we come and to which we will return. They are a reminder that we are here on earth for a limited time, and we're encouraged to make good use of that time. That we've come from somewhere which we call heaven and will all return home eventually. They're a reminder that whatever we have done, no matter what may have happened to us, God welcomes us in. So at the start of this Lenten season, they act as a reminder to reflect upon our thoughts, our actions, our relationships, our work, our lives, that they may be a reflection of the life of God. While nowadays we tend to think of ash as something mucky or unclean to be disposed of carefully, for centuries wood ash was a precious asset. It was used for a myriad of different purposes. Firstly, ash from wood fires, such as bonfires or wood-burning stoves, can be added to compost heaps or applied directly to fallow ground and dug in. It can be a natural source of potassium and trace elements. So the first question for us to think about at the start of this Lent is, where is the fallow ground in our life? Where are the areas that need a bit more work and attention to be fruitful? Those areas where there are positive things happening, but they need a bit more time or energy invested in them. Where shall we apply the ash? Wood ashes mixed with a bit of water to form a paste can be used as a mild abrasive to buff up silver, tarnished metals, to clean dirty glass, and even to remove adhesives and sticky residue. Now, if you try that at home, please do wear gloves to protect your skin. But its effectiveness in cleaning difficult areas should make us think about the difficult areas of our lives. We all have them. We generally know where we need to work on our lives and habits. Where do you want to apply the ash? Like gravel on a snow-covered street, wood ash can be applied to provide traction underfoot. You can even keep some in a metal container in your car to use in an emergency to get out of a slippery spot. So what are the slippery spots in our lives? What are those things we do which we know lead us into a bad habit or in the wrong direction? Where do we need to apply the ash? Wood ash can also be used to absorb humidity, help prevent moist areas from developing mould. So you can place a mug of ashes in a damp cupboard or a basement room. And we all have areas in our lives of faith which are stale or unaired or tucked away in a corner, getting mouldy. Perhaps it's time to do some airing out before they become too mouldy to use. Where do you need to put the ash? Fire control. If you've ever smothered a fire at a campsite by shifting ashes over hot coals, you know that ash can form a great airtight barrier that can help extinguish the flames. Wood ashes can help put out a fire when fire extinguisher, soil or sand is not available. Always extinguish your fire completely. Make sure no embers are left smouldering, as they could reignite. So there is a question. What are the hot spots in our lives? What are those things which trigger a reaction in us? Often those are things that spring from old wounds, old history that still hurt today. Are we going to allow them to dominate our life in the future? Or are we going to work on dealing with them, subduing them, applying the ash to them? The final uses of ash I want to mention are in cleaning. Wood ash can be used to make lye, which is a component of soap. And they can also be used to mop spills on the driveway, such as oil. Now, ashes on Ash Wednesday are a sign of penitence. But they should also remind us of the forgiveness we find through Jesus, who washes us whiter than snow, who makes us clean. If we make mistakes, if we spill things, then Jesus is there to help us mop up, to renew us once again, to apply the ash. Amen.